today I'm going to be wrapping up my journey replaying the Super Mario Galaxy Duology. All that is left to do is the final 30-ish green stars in Galaxy 2. We've already done all of them in the first 5 worlds. And it's been a blast, man. Like, I've really, really loved replaying this game in particular. It's very cozy, but also engaging, and it's also kind of cool and fun to, like, do these green stars really for the first time ever. As much as I've touted this game as being, you know, my favorite Mario game, and, you know, with the Galaxy Duology being easily my favorite Mario, like, sort of package, I guess. But, like, with this game in particular, the fact, like, with Galaxy 1, since you play through the same content twice, it's like, yeah, playing it through as Luigi was novel to an extent, but it was, you know, more or less just like a regular playthrough of Mario Galaxy, just with some differing physics for the most part. Here, though, I kind of got that with the first half, and then now with the green stars, it's like sort of totally brand new compared to what we had just done, but also what I had ever done with this game. And so that's pretty sweet. And I'm actually, like, kind of feeling a little bummed that I'm almost done, and that there'll be, like, you know, like, I'll come back to this game eventually, no doubt. But, you know, all good things must come to an end, right? Oh, you're recording BN6 battles. Yeah, I mean, given that like meta is the most explored, is it flickering, or am I? Okay, that's just lightning in the background. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I guess I'm not terribly surprised either. I can't tell if I'm gonna click into the application because I can't tell. Where's my fucking cursor? We'll just take the L, because I don't know. It's just like a technical thing happening. Okay, that is just the background. It's like really tripping. It was really tripping me out for some reason. Like, it looks. Why does it look? I don't know. I think I'm just tripping out. Not literally, but. Yeah, I hear it. I didn't get enough speed. So what, I think I have to go, like... I'm gonna wait for this next cycle. I think if I go here... and then pull myself like that, maybe? That's closer. I think the way to build up speed here... you have to, like, release it as late as possible, but I'm also... at least I think that's the way to do it. Clearly it's not. I can't just, like, bounce off of this planet and do it, right? No, I don't bounce nearly high enough. Because if you use a pole star that's too close, you're not going to gain any speed. But, like, if you do one that's, like, far enough away, you can gain a good amount of speed. Oh, maybe it's that? No, but that puts me in, like, that's, like, the wrong trajectory, though. It like has to be, I think, this to this. But then what lines up with this? Here? I wish I could like zoom out or something. What are you supposed to do, man? That's so bizarre. That's clearly not right. Like, yeah, that doesn't put you nearly high enough. Not even close. I mean, you can spin after you break out of it. So that gives you a little bit of extra height. Damn. This one's a little tricky. Just a little tricky. This is the first one, this first of 30. Oh, maybe... It's probably not this. No, because you can't, like, there's nothing up here to, like, swing around to. Oh, that's, like, almost it. I think it is just, like, a tight timing kind of thing. Yeah, that's... okay. I'm just bad. It's like a little tricky, but there's not really like... You just gotta like gain enough speed. It's not really anything special. Or like not something like... It's not like you have to do something different really, you have to do like the same thing like slightly differently. If that makes sense. It was like the correct strat, I just like wasn't releasing the A button late enough. Or I guess in this case the right trigger. Yeah, that lightning effect is like really tripping me out. Alright, we see one up in the tornado section. So I say I just kind of like go for that. And if that ends up being the third one, then we will just, you know, I have to restart the level anyway, and then we'll just look for the second one after. Nice. Yeah, I would imagine this is going to be number 2. I'm bad. Oh shit. A little rusty, We're okay. We're chilling. Got a checkpoint. Forgot about the little lava bubble guy, or... No, that's just a lava... That's not even the one with the face on it. Yeah. Oh, it was like facing me in the right direction, so I was like, let's always do this. Oh shit. I'm surprised that... Maybe that was just a bad long jump on my part, but... I'm sort of surprised that that wasn't enough. So what's up with this green star? Can I see it? I think it's... Isn't it? Yeah, it's right there. Shit. Alright, got another chance. Is it grabbable through this? Does this gain me enough height? I feel like it might. Yeah. Oh, you're up against like a legit net battler. Nice. We're just getting started. But yeah, it is like a little... I don't want to say it's depressing, but it is like a little... It's a little sad to be like... having my playthroughs of these games coming to a close. I might have to do this more often though. Like instead of doing it every... It's not even like every, you know, it's more just like... It was like, what, 2.5 years ago or so? Was my previous playthrough, so it's like, okay. Maybe we shorten the gap just like at least a little bit. Especially now that like... I kind of know where I stand with pretty much every Mario game as well, so it's like... It's even easier now than it was for me to pick these games if I'm going to play a 3D Mario especially, but really just kind of, if I'm going to play a Mario game in general, it's like, well, this is going to be one of my first picks, unless I literally just did a playthrough, so. Where is this green, though? Oh. Oh my... Wait, seriously. Why did that not work? This is where the real starbit grinding comes into play, though. Not that I need any more, but... Yeah, my future playthroughs are not gonna be... They're not gonna be left wanting. Because, yeah, what? I did like a 96 exit run of Mario World this year. I guess it's been... I'm so bad. I guess it's been close to... I guess it's been close to 2 years since my 3D World playthrough, because I had talked about having recently replayed 3D World in my tier list from about 2 years ago. So... Yeah, but that's also a game where, like, I feel like if I were to replay 3D World, I would want to do it in co-op or something. In fact, I have jumped in and played some of the levels as, like, you know, characters that I hadn't played as. Because that game tracks, like, which characters have cleared which level. That's technically part of 100% completion, but, like, that also requires you to either play... You'd have to play through the game twice, even in co-op with, like, every other slot, because there's 5 playable characters. And so, like, even if you did a 4-person co-op playthrough, you'd still have to do another run as whatever 5th character people weren't playing as. Probably Rosalina, because that's the unlockable one. But, yeah, I just kind of, like, you know, did everything else besides clearing every level with every character. So, you know, I cleared every level with one, or, yeah, every level with one character at least. And did, like, all the bonus rooms and got all the green stars and stuff. Which I think is, like, really all you should go out of your way to do, if anything. Yeah, I feel like that game would be more like... I think 3D World is great, but I think that would be more like pick it up for the sake of playing in co-op at this point. Or something like that. I don't know who I'd do that with, but... You never know what the future holds, right? I guess the tricky thing too is like I played through that save on emulator, so if I wanted to keep that save up, see the issue too is like it's not as exciting to grab the green stars. Like I feel like going out of your way for the green stars and the stamps in 3D World is like part of the fun when it comes to playing it. Like it's one of those games kind of like a Kirby game where just going through and doing the bare minimum is like not, it's still fun, I'm sure, but I feel like with like some of these easier platformers, like, you know, Kirby in particular, but Mario as well to an extent, a lot of the satisfaction comes from completion. Like, you know, I'm not always a completionist when it comes to things. Definitely not. There are plenty of games that I'll play and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that side bullshit, you know, kind of thing. It's usually like games that I'm really loving my time with that I will go out of my way to do as much, if not all, of the side stuff. But yeah, like when it comes to 3D World especially, like I've said this before, I don't know if I said this during this playthrough or not, but I know like Gestapo and some others agree with me on this stance, I think. We've talked about this before, how highly I regard a platformer. Like, I factor in the 100% experience with platformers in particular. You know? Like, I've played through platformers that I haven't 100%ed. Like, even Mario World, as nostalgic as that game is, as much as I played it, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm not getting all the dinosaur coins, even though that technically would be, like, going for 100%, right? Even with, like, Twilight Princess, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing the ball, the rolling ball minigame or whatever. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Did everything else, though. I think I was missing, like, a fish or two also, but, like, who fucking cares? And even then, I don't think there's any way I'm going for all the Poe Souls the next time I play Twilight Princess. That's, like, the other thing. I'll get half of them to get the last bottle, but... Anyway, I'm going way off topic, but... In terms of, yeah, platformers, like, Kirby games especially, I feel like... Because they are, like, you know, aimed more so at beginners, I feel like going for those extra collectibles and bonus rooms and challenges and stuff like that, more often than not, like, really add to the experience and make those games as enjoyable as they are. And, like, Mario is the same to an extent. Like, I still think, like, you know, 64 and Sunshine and stuff, well, okay, Sunshine I've talked a lot of shit on, but, like, those games can be fun. And in fact, Sunshine is more fun, in my opinion, when you don't 100% it, because, yeah, but... And there's, like, it's like I'm saying, like, there's nothing saying that you have to 100% it, but... I find 100%ing platformers in particular to be, like, typically the most fulfilling kind of experience with them. And so when that process isn't great... Which is in the eye of the beholder, of course. I do consider that to be, like, a downside. And so, like, while I did enjoy 100%ing 3D World, or, you know, 95%ing it, whatever, if you want to count, like, the character stamps that I'm missing, then, like, 96%, I guess. Like, if each stamp is a percent, you want to say. It's like, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that again at some point, but it's like not something that I'm as drawn to do. But I think that that game, just like as like a pure experience, and especially as a co-op experience, is like as a co-op experience is, I think, definitely the best Mario game in terms of co-op. Like, I don't think it's close, because most 3D Marios especially just kind of have, like, you know, little brother mode where you know, point and shoot star bits, or like you point and throw Cappy, which I feel like would be more disruptive than anything. Bonanza's co-op mode seems more powerful, but like I personally wouldn't find that to be that fun, to do that. But that's why it's like little brother mode, or, you know, offspring mode or whatever. Person who is less experienced with games mode, basically. And then, like, I guess, like, the 2D Mario games with co-op, I just don't think are that, like, amazing as games. Like, the new Soup games, like, they're good, and they're, like, I don't know, I wouldn't call them bad games, but, like, they're so generic that, like, I'm not going out of my way to play them. But, like, you know, maybe for a co-op experience, like, yeah, I guess, but I don't know, I just think 3D World kind of clears, and it has a similar style of level design because it is very 2D Mario. It is 2D Mario level design, basically, but in 3D, which the fact that it is in 3D is kind of inherently more interesting to me also. Which I think is what I talked about in the tier list, too. Like, 3D World is my favorite 2D Mario because it's in 3D, I guess. In terms of, like, design, calling it a 2D Mario, I guess, but... But yeah, the 100% experience for 3D World is not something I would go out of my way to do as regularly as this, or... I don't know, I guess I just talked about how, like... With, I just talked about how I wouldn't go for the dinosaur coins in World, in regular Mario World, Super Nintendo Mario World. So, like, are these the only Mario games that I would seriously, like, 100% on a regular basis? Probably, right? I mean, like, regularly. Not that I would, like, never 100% some of the others, depending, but then again, like, a lot of them... Yeah, no. Because I'm thinking about the 2D games, and I'm like, the older 2D games don't really have much in the form of, like, 100% kind of stuff, you know? Like, Mario 3, you do all the levels, and, like, yeah, I guess that... Does that count? I guess? Mario World, I would do an all exits run, which I think that's, like, close enough to 100%. Like, I would consider that to be, like, getting the most out of the game. I don't think that getting the dinosaur coins really adds much, in my opinion. And the game doesn't even track it as part of your save anyway, so it's like... Maybe the GBA version does, or something? Which was the first way that I played that game, but I don't know, it's been so long since I played the GBA version of Mario World that I could not tell you how the dinosaur coins function there. What the hell? Why did I clamber? Shit. Damn. I almost got crushed, too. Here we go. What? I had no issues with this the first time through, I think. I don't know what's going on. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. What the hell? He's like clipping on the... Maybe I'll go left first. Try to avoid... Okay. Fucking whack. Alright, let's figure out... I can't go into first person here, really? I'm wondering if it's like up here, maybe? Is this... I hear something, yeah. Wait a second. No. I hear it off to the left. So, like, maybe I actually should go... Can I go back from here? No, because the walls are too... Well... No, I don't think I'm actually ascending. Unless I'm hearing the Comet Metal. But, damn. I feel like that's probably doable if you're good. Oh wait, this might be... Yeah, this is probably the perfect opportunity to... Oh no, I'm hearing the regular star. I see the green. I see the green out there. Nice. I see the green. I opened up my spleen and see the green. That came into my head, so I had to share that with you all because I could not hold that knowledge for myself. Also, why is there a green star in your spleen? That sounds painful. Also, I kind of hate that song, but it's so fucking catchy that it gets stuck in my head. Just like randomly. Bum 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 ba da ba da bum. Shuba nubba nubbum. Nubba nubba nubbum. Shuba nubba nubbum. Nubba nubba nubbum. Bubba nubba nubbum. Nubba nubba nubbum. It's so catchy. It's a good remix. Bump, bump, bump. I hear it. Can I just get this from a... Yeah. Good shit, man. I'm hoping whatever the next 3D Mario is, even if it's not a Galaxy 3, which, like, I very much doubt that that is ever going to happen, mind you, but regardless, whatever it ends up being, I'm hoping that it sort of scratches the Galaxy itch. Even if it is more open, which, like, Nintendo's kind of like, because they're like, 10 plus years behind on like everything, they're in their open world phase now, as opposed to like 2 gens ago. And yeah, there's plenty of open world games still happening, but like, the trends these days is more like, Last of Us, God of War, that style of game, I feel like has like sort of taken over more. But like Nintendo now has discovered what open world games are. With Breath of the Wild and all of that. And like now Mario Kart World's open world, and it's like, okay, so is everything gonna be open world now from Nintendo? Like, I feel like most people, no shade if you like Nintendo's open worlds or whatever, I just feel like it's a very tired kind of thing, and I don't feel like what they have changed has like, it doesn't change my perspective on open world games that much, which like, I enjoy an open world game every now and then. I loved them at first, because like coming from Nintendo stuff back in like, I guess it was like the Wii U era, where I like pivoted away for a bit, while still playing the big exclusives and stuff like that. But you know, that's around the time I first played Skyrim and Oblivion and Far Cry 3 and any other open world games that I mentioned. Assassin's Creed I got into like around that time as well. So I feel like at that time I had my fill, I guess. And then like Breath of the Wild happens, and of course at the time when it was first announced, it was like, oh, it you know, it was exciting because it was like, oh, I love Zelda, and you know, at that time I was like, you know, coming to love open world games and stuff like that. But by the time I played it, like I said last time, like I enjoyed my time with it for probably a good, you know, few dozen hours or something like that, like 40 to 50. I'd have to check my actual playtime on a Switch console that I'm signed into, but it's not something that like lasted. Like it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't have like a lot of the trappings of like Zelda that I love, sort of deal. So like that was the big thing. But on top of that, I think part of it is also just open world fatigue, even if it's not like this sort of railroaded open world where they segment unlock things for you, and like, you know, all those criticisms people levy to open worlds that Breath of the Wild fixed, right? Like, yes, I think it is more interesting if you're going to make an open world to just let you go. I agree. So I'm very curious to try Elden Ring and see how I feel about that. Finally. I don't know when I'll do that, but at some point I will. And what's it called? Like, I appreciate the freedom aspect, yes. I think, like, too many open world games don't leverage the open world enough because they are just kind of... They're kind of just portraying a linear game in an open world as opposed to, like I'm saying, like, leveraging that open world design. What's up, Zosin? Almost said Sozin, as in, the comment from Last Airbender. Best game? I would agree if you're referring to Galaxy 2, of course. Love this game. Bummed that there's not that much left for me to do. Now, I guess I can just kind of like look around. Maybe we just go up to the top and scout for these green stars. But yeah, like the thing is, as much as I've criticized like the open world Zeldas and stuff like that, it's like, it's not like it's exclusive to those games. Like, there are very few open world games these days that really, like... It's just like a style that I think I just don't really desire to see a ton of, I guess. Galaxy 1 is good as Galaxy 2. Yeah, I think I'd place Galaxy 2 like above Galaxy 1, but they're both awesome. Like, it's number 1 and number 2 for me in terms of Mario games. Like, it's not... It's not like, I do pretty easily prefer this game, I think. Like not that it's like a big difference, but it's more just like I do pretty definitively prefer this game, but not by like a huge margin. Okay, I need to like figure this shit out. Bruh. Maybe if I backflip as he's getting up? No, that was terrible. Wait a second. Oh, that was almost it. Kinda. Just gotta drift, yeah, exactly. I think, yeah, instead of trying to get on top as he's getting up, I'm gonna try to do this. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, because it's more of a focus. I've talked a lot about how, like, I don't know, like, it's a Mario game, like, I don't really care that much, but yeah, I mean, I would agree for sure. And I know for some people, like, that is the reason, or a reason, why they put Galaxy 1 above 2. But I don't know, at the end of the day, like, what, it's been a long time since Galaxy 1 came out, but 18 years or whatever, right? But yeah, like, all these years later, like, I'm just like, I don't know, I don't really mind that the story is as, like, kind of in the background here, or that it's like kind of a retelling or like whatever. It's like, it's a Mario game, like, come on. Not really here for the story. I think it gives it an interesting flavor, though. Like, I don't want to discredit that element, because then you end up with, you know, sort of more generic vibe with Mario, which we had for a while. And I was just praising 3D World earlier, but the worst thing I could say about that game is that it is, like, kind of generic Mario, but I think it is the best of the more generic Marios, however you would want to categorize those. Like, it has stellar level design to make up for it, and character variety, and co-op, and, like, there's just all these other things going for it that I think make up for the sort of generic aspects. Wonder what the next 3D Mario would be. Yeah, I'm excited to see it at some point. Whenever that will be. I'm hoping it's not too far off. I know we have, like, DK Bonanza from the same studio, but there's no doubt a 3D Mario in the works alongside it. Alright, we're gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look elsewhere. That would be too easy if it was here, probably. Maybe I just run around the perimeter? But, yeah, if I had to guess, they're gonna probably expand on sort of what they were doing with Bowser's Fury. You know? Feared they mess it. I wouldn't be too worried about that, honestly. I'm not too concerned about that. I had my issues with Odyssey, but, like, at the end of the day, Odyssey is a great game. Like, they did nail a lot of aspects there. Like, at the very least, we can assume that... I mean, I guess this can be said for pretty much all the 3D Marios. Depending. But, like, they're usually fun to at least, like, move around in, you know? Usually. Yeah, I hear it. I think it's not up here, right? I think it's in one of those gaps. I think it's down one of these gaps. Unless it is, like, straight above me or something. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Yeah, buying moons and just, like, yeah, like, even just, like, kind of the quantity of moons and, like, the repetition and, like, just... It's not even just the repetition, but it's more so, like, just some of those categories of moons were just, like... I don't know, like, did this need to be in here, right? Like, look through the binoculars and look at the taxi in the sky and, like, shit like that. It's a fun time, and, like, there's more than enough moons there to, like, you know, each playthrough can be different because you get maybe different ones on your way, etc. But you can say that for, like, every 3D Mario except for Sunshine, which requires you do all the missions, or not all of them, but, like, the first whatever it is. You have to get to the Shadow Mario missions, right, in order to actually finish the game or something like that. But in 64, the Galaxy games, well, and Odyssey, like, you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do to an extent. But yeah, I do feel like it was kind of a quantity over quality approach there. collecting coins in Galaxy is harder than collecting moons in Odyssey. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it drags the game like that much, but it is something that keeps me from like going back to it as frequently, I think. And even then, when I replayed Odyssey, like just at least the main story, it was a few years ago at this point, but like that second playthrough, because I mean I love my time with it initially. Like that first playthrough was like magical. I was like hooked on it, man. It was over like a Christmas break when I was still in college and stuff too. And that was super cool. And it was still fun to go through again, but like I just kind of found like the main campaign, so to speak, to be kind of like not I don't know if underwhelming is the right term, but like compared to my first run at least. Whereas whenever I've come back to these games, I feel like I appreciate them more. Where would this one be? I guess I should just kind of go around the perimeter again and just listen. Navi would be proud. Oh wait, what? What is this? Oh, I can't shake though. Is it just death if I fall? Oh no, it's a standing. Okay. It'd be great if I could adjust the camera or something. Hey, appreciate you popping in. Thanks for the kind words. Have a good night. Be interesting if it's probably like underneath something, and like therefore would require the cloud to access. But I'm not hearing anything. Like there was already one under here, so like it's definitely not going to be that again. Shit. I can't spin. I need to like... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go around the perimeter again and just kind of listen for... And then like, maybe I should like try to look out in the distance too? Like at least on each side. See if it's just like kind of, you know, like out in the open somewhere. Because I think it's either going to be underneath the stage or it's going to be like way out, kind of out of the way. Alright, you just can't scope in on temporary platforms. Oh, I see it. I see it out there. I see it. Beat up up, beat up up, beat up up, beat up up. I have to just kind of like wing it. Oh! No! Too much air control. Damn. I like overcorrected because of the how crazy your air control is with the cloud. I think if I was regular form that would have worked. But I wasn't, so it, you know. But at least I know where it is, so I can just kind of more or less make a beeline for it. Ba -ba -ba. Grab this. Yeah, I'm like, I can't... I guess part of the challenge is trying to maneuver based on sound, since you can't, like, move the camera as freely. Shabba-dabba-dabba-ba-dabba. That's it for throwback. Battle belt. Do slimy spring first. These have been getting trickier. I'm sure the World 7 ones are like really devious. Oh. You can already hear you can hear the jingle. So like I know it's gonna be in one of those like it's in one of those like open rooms or whatever. It's probably in a way it's probably in a corner where like you can't really reliably turn the camera to see it kind of deal. Wish I could long jump off this, but it will. Just trying to listen carefully because there's a lot more sound effects going on. Get the comet medal. It's in here. Yeah, come on now. Okay, I'm not swimming upwards. What the fuck? Okay. We're chilling. Last one is probably... There's not really a spot where you can't go back. It's probably in the boo area, though, if I had to guess. It's either in the section with the boos or, like, at the very end of the level. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, like I feel like it's probably gonna be in that section. Oh. I did that trying to get a lateral movement, and that did not work. I know I talked about like the third-person shooter kind of elements that I like here, but I think too, it is kind of fun when you like are controlling two things at once, sort of deal. Like my mind was jumping to Child of Light just now, where you can like move Igniculus around the screen to like slow enemies down. It's a turn-based game, but like you know you can slow down like their position on the timeline and stuff like that. I hear it. Yeah. That comes to mind. Wonderful 101 is interesting too. I struggled to get back into it. Like I struggled to get into that game when it first came out, and then I really ended up liking it quite a bit at the time. And then I don't know, I played a few chapters of the PC version, like once the remaster came out. and it was no longer locked to Wii U, and I don't know, something about it, like, just didn't, like, for me as much, I guess, but I do like the idea of using the right stick to do more things than just move the camera, I guess. And I guess in this game's case, it's just using a cursor, you know, it's like, it's not too unlike a shooter or whatever. But also it's a little different because usually in a shooter, unless you're on like, unless it's like on rails or like I'm thinking about like Sin and Punishment or something, like that's a little different where like, yeah, you are moving completely independently. In most third-person shooters though, you are using it to aim, but it's because you're moving the camera specifically. Not that that's a bad thing. It's tried and true at this point, but it's more just like... Like, I kind of liked how... Like, I don't know, I kind of like the motion controls in Skyward Sword, at least for the sword play. I've talked about this before, but... I kind of like... Like, I kind of also enjoyed using the right stick to swing the sword. I think that's, like, kind of novel and cool. And I guess, like, Metal Gear Rising has, like, the blade mode and stuff like that. Where I'm pretty sure you at least use, like, one of the sticks to, like, reposition and determine which direction you're slicing in and stuff like that, yeah. I don't think I've heard any green stars just yet. Oh, there's one. That makes it a little annoying if this is number 1. Like, having to play through such a large chunk of the level just to get... Yeah. I mean, this is just like a structural fault of the green stars in general that I keep going back and forth on, you know? I think it would be better if it didn't boot you out if it didn't have to. Like, I wouldn't mind even just, like, going for the regular objective to boot out after, you know? After collecting, like, all of them along the way. Like, at least this way, though, like I keep mentioning, it's like, okay, if you grab one and it happens to be the second one, then you know the first one is sooner. And so, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like, kind of see why they did it this way, but... There's certain levels where I guess I feel the repetition a little bit more of like having to go through these chunks. Okay, I see. So that one's at the very end. That's probably number 3 though, so that means it's like I'm saying, like we gotta play through this same chunk that I just did and a little bit more, and then I gotta do basically the entire level again. Definitely taking this to deal with the crabs. Bum bum bum. Oh, what the? Like, I think for levels like this, I don't know. I mean, I guess as soon as you start, like, making exceptions for, like, certain levels, it's like, well... Yeah, but I feel like this level in particular would have benefited from green stars not booting you out, because they're really obvious. It's just a matter of, like, getting... What the hell? A matter of, like, just... getting further in the level, which you've already played through twice at this point, right? Because the standard objective and then the Daredevil. But there's a third star too, and I don't remember what that is. It was probably a hidden one, right? Oh, okay, so... Yeah. I wonder if one of them is... No, isn't this a boss? I think it's just a boss level. Yeah, I hear it. But am I hearing it from the other planet? I actually can't tell. Unless it is on top of here, and I'm... Yeah, I know it is. Alright. I'm kind of tempted to go for the third one right now. But it's like kind of the same difference. It's whether or not I want to do, like... this 2/3 chunk again, or the full level. And I haven't done, like, that last third or whatever anyway, so it's equivalently, it's like the same thing. I don't know what would be better. Like, would it be better to, like, go all the way through and get the third one first? Maybe? And then you play less and less the level, but it's still the same thing, though, just in a different order. So now we just go through the entire level, but just don't get the last key. So I can get on top of the thing. Yeah. I don't really know what more they could have done with hiding them in this case, because it's mostly just spherical planets, which don't really allow you to, like, make leaps of faith or whatever for ones that are, like, you know, sort of out of the way. It doesn't really allow for them to hide them that easily either, so it's just kind of... Yeah, this one's not great. In terms of green stars, especially. Oh shit. I don't know what it is about this galaxy that it, like, feels like it takes longer than it actually does for some reason, even though it, like, realistically speaking, it's really not that long of a process, but it, like, sort of feels that way. Probably should just grab the 1-up because it was free, but oh well. Bum, bum, bum. Or at the very least, if, like... You know, because the checkpoint's there, but it doesn't really help you in this case, because you have to completely restart anyway. Nice. Or, I feel like with some levels it would be a little... It wouldn't be as interesting if you could do this, but, like, for this level, it's like, well, what if you could just, like, jump to a checkpoint or something, or, like, choose which checkpoint to start from, or what if these green stars started you from... I don't know. I feel like there's something to that could have worked, maybe, but... Because these checkpoints are kind of positioned in a way that, like... Can you stop? Would maybe work. That was a funny interaction. I was gonna see if I could, kill the enemy as we flipped, but I kind of happened, easier than I thought it would. Nice. And that's that. On Battle Belts. Ba-da-da-dum. It's about the halfway point. A little over an hour. Not too bad. Just about an hour, basically. Of, like, actual playtime. Yeah, because it's 2 here, and then the last 12, and then the last galaxy. Yeah. So damn catchy, dude. Oh, I have to... For a second I was like, oh, I can just go to the plant, and it's like, no. Can you not? What's up, Axel? Why do I feel like one of them would be on this descent or something, but maybe not. Oh, because it is. I was like, what? My Nintendo game design instincts were kicking in for a second. I played so many games from them that it's like, yeah, different studios, yeah, whatever, but like, there's just certain design principles where like, I don't know, I just like know their... I've got their number, you know, like, not literally, obviously, but... Hey, fix the... fix worldwides in Mario Kart World. You know what I mean? Whatever, anyway. Not that I care that much, but it's more just like... I've played so many Nintendo games that, like, there's just certain things. It's like a sixth sense, you know? I don't blame you, though. Like, I was saying... I've said a few times, I guess, before you got here, that, I'm a little bummed that, like... You know, this is it for this playthrough, you know? And, like, I would say... I think I had said before that, replaying this game has solidified it as being my number 1 for sure, to Galaxy 1's, number 2 spot in terms of Mario games, but even, like, just beyond that, like, I feel like it has kind of just been pretty much just as fun to replay this as it was the last time. Which I can't say for every game, you know? People like to point the finger about games folks grew up with and be like, oh, well, of course you still like it, or like whatever, and it's like, oh, like just the whole nostalgia sort of argument and stuff like that, sure. But, like, there are games I'm nostalgic about or grew up with that, like, I don't feel the same way about to the same extent, you know? Like, I'm not opposed to, like, revisiting a game and reevaluating it, even if that means that I don't like it as much as I once did. It just is what it is, right? What have you done for me lately, kind of thing, you know? You can still, you know, cherish those memories and stuff like that. For sure. Like, Fire Emblem Awakening is one that I always point to. That's, like, the best example for me of, like, a game that I played the shit out of. It wasn't my first Fire Emblem, but it was the one that, like... I feel like it's the one that, like, sort of... I don't know, I guess, like, solidified my love for the series, or my... But then again, like, I didn't really go out of my way to play a ton of other Fire Emblems at that time. It wasn't until, like, a little later. Yeah, actually quite a bit later, in fact. Because a lot of the ones that I've talked about on the channel were, like, my first time playing them. In a lot of cases, at least. Shit. I'm wondering... I feel like this last green star has got to be, like, towards the end of the level, because it is, you know, the final Bowser level and all that. Like, I don't hear anything up here. I think that's just lava, yeah. Yeah. There's a 1-up, but... Yeah, next game is definitely Galaxy 3, yeah. They're gonna shadow drop it, over the weekend, yeah, right. I see it, and you need clouds, I think? Oh, man. I think I did need to conserve clouds. That kind of sucks, but also... I'm, like, looking at this platform... over here, and I'm like, would it be possible... Can I stand on this? No. Damn. See, it's unfortunate, that checkpoint is unfortunately placed now. Yeah. I have to restart and just, like, conserve at least probably 2 clouds? I don't know... Like, I feel like you have to use 1 at least to get up to the launch star. How did I do that 2 times in a row? Come on now. Get that health back. Oh right, you spin and then jump. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Rip. Not that the 6 health would have saved me, but, like, why don't we just grab it just in case? The thing is, too, like, once I have the cloud, I can't take... If I take a hit, I lose the power-up also. I also need to, if I can, not... I need to, like, not hit that checkpoint either. So I can at least go back and do that 1 section. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, because there's a checkpoint here. So that's at least, like, you know, a chunk of level I wouldn't have to replay if I mess this up. I feel like... maybe there's not a way to do it 1 cycle, but... I'm almost feel like that it might be possible. Yeah, like there's a checkpoint here. I think that was my mistake, because I don't think it just puts you on the checkpoint when you take this next launch star. I don't think so. Like, how few clouds can you get away with here? Like, if I do this, god damn it, I'm ass. I think I'm gonna wait for this next cycle. I'm gonna no, god damn it. No, stop turning around, god damn it. Do this, backflip, wall jump. I feel like I have to use 2, but I guess if I don't hit the checkpoint, I can test it. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I keep misinputting. I'm trying to see if I can do this with just using 1. Because you can't have Cloud and Yoshi at the same time. And, like, Yoshi is definitely not enough. Like, what if I... I'll take 1 and just, like, see if it's enough. I'm praying that it doesn't put me on the checkpoint. If so, that's kind of mean of them to do, yeah. No, it doesn't. Just make sure that I avoid it. Yeah, because I don't think there's a way for you to, like, have 2 left over. From what I was seeing, at least. Like, I wonder, like, maybe if you positioned 1 and then wall jumped off the left, like that little, like, kind of lip where the launch star is, and then you hit the right wall, but I don't know if you can get enough height that way. Like, I think you need to wall jump off the right wall to gain enough height to reach the left wall in the first place, but it doesn't matter, because it's doable with 1. Primarily thanks to, the extra distance you can get on a long jump with Cloud. With the Cloud Flower. Bum, 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 bum. Because, yeah, the thing is, like I was going into earlier, where, like, these games are pretty much the only, well, you know, two of few Mario games that I want to come back to 100% on a consistent basis, you know? Like I was saying, like, Mario World, I'm sure I'll do a 96 exit run again sometime. The fact that it took me this long to do my first one is, like, kind of crazy, though, but... but even so, and like I was saying with 3D World, it's like, well, I would probably start a fresh file. I'm probably never gonna do, like, true 100% in 3D World, because you have to do every level with every character. Like, maybe that'd be something I could chip away at over years, but, like, more realistically, it would be like doing everything else, but on, like, a fresh file, though. So that you get the satisfaction of getting the green stars again, instead of them just being empty and not really, like, being counted in that same way, you know? Same with the stamps. And, you know, considering that, as I was stating earlier, how the 100% experience is like a metric that I judge platformers specifically by, or like it's something that I consider. It's like Mario Odyssey, for as great as it is, it's like, I don't think I've ever 100%ed it. I think I did enough to get and do like Darkest Side or whatever. But like a true 100% sounds honestly like pretty miserable for Odyssey. Which again, it's not really a game that's designed to be 100%ed in that way, but I kind of feel like a lot of the other 3D Marios, if not all of them, like kind of are. Like you don't have to beat the game, but as I was going into earlier, it's like to me, it's like kind of a more fulfilling way to play games like this, especially when they are like more on the easier side, I guess. You know? Because a lot of these types of games are like intended to... It's an all ages thing, but like they're intended to be feasible for kids. So like they can't be like you have the super late game stuff for completion's sake that can get challenging. As we'll probably see with Grandmaster Galaxy and stuff like that, but... And there's been, you know, a number of stars here that have taken me multiple attempts and stuff like that, and that's fine. It's just more like, I don't know, I think you guys know what I mean. Like, I think going for 100%, it, like, adds that, like extra factor that... Like, I don't think I would feel as satisfied if I, like, just did the bare minimum kind of thing. In, like, Mario games and, like, Kirby games are really, like, the main series where I feel that. The harder path is to the right. But I'm wondering if there's going to be a green star to the left. But there's also two. I guess I'll go right first and just scout it out. I almost didn't make that, which is kind of upsetting. Yeah, it's just the star medal. Well, it's the same principle where, like, if I find one and it's the second one, then we can kind of assume that it's on the left path up there. The first one, rather. I haven't heard anything yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. There are ROM hacks of these games, though. Like, I think there is a ROM hack of Galaxy that has, like, new levels. I've not really looked into it. Like, yeah, there are ones out here. I've not really looked into it too much, but this would maybe be worth looking into. I don't know. Kaizo Mario Galaxy, there's a randomizer. Superstar Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy, the Green Stars, Kaizo Green Stars, Daredevil Challenge. No Gravity Edition. Neo Mario Galaxy, Kaizo Galaxy 2. There's like a I mean, I don't know how fun a lot of these would be, but like, maybe I need to start digging into... Not that I need to, like, I would be content with just replaying these two games at a regular pace, but it might be fun, it might be cool at some point to look into that as like another like means to like play this style of game with some fresh content, you know? Bands do what Nintendo don't. And I couldn't be prouder. Yeah, so my theory is that this next one is on the left. Or this first one is on the left because there wasn't much indication that there was one before that second one that I grabbed. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I would need to do my research on that and like kind of see which ROM hacks are worth playing, you know, because some of the, you know, there's always going to be like cheesy ones out there that are like either not super polished or like just hard for the sake of being hard or like, you know, whatever, but like, you know, Mario Sunburn being at like that hack of Sunshine is impressive for like what all it changes and adds and all that kind of stuff. It's still not enough for me to like thoroughly like Sunshine, but like it is something, you know. All right, we see two of them off to the side. It's like they're both kind of off to the right side. Just one further in. Oh shit. So it begins. This is one of the harder galaxies for sure. I mean, that was just kind of a... That's kind of like a one-off thing. Like, bonking here is really, really bad. Proceeds to do it again. Oh, that's right, we have the cloud, so that actually makes these, like, very... very manageable. Was the cloud always in this level? I feel like I don't remember that being a thing. Maybe that's just for these Green Star instances they give you the cloud. Makes this level like a hell of a lot easier though. Also, I need to drink more water. Should probably do that while we're booting into a level. I always forget you can use the cursor to just like select the levels normally. Yeah, so this one's just like way further in. Boop. Although I'm wondering now, do they even give you a replenishment on the cloud though? That question is making me nervous because that means I need to like conserve these without spinning. Can we not do that? We also have the broken long jump though, to be fair, so that does help. And like a longer, like more airtime on a standard jump, which helps to like not slide, you know? Oh wait, it's back here. And also, yes, I was correct. Although I probably only needed like maybe... At max, I just needed 2, clearly. Because, like, the closest possible block from there might have been... It might have been doable with just one. But well. Gotta bonk every time. Green stars on a boss rush is interesting. That's especially tedious. But I think there's only 2 stars there anyway, so it's not like that bad. Okay, I see one of them. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Shabba-da-ba-da-ba. 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 You not. Yeah, it's over. I don't need to worry about the silver stars either. Oh, fuck. Is that even possible with a backflip? I kind of want to get this second one just to, like, do something else for a second. I have done all of these without looking any of them up, and so I'm, like, kind of wanting to keep up that streak, if possible. This is just a long jump, right? Nice. So I'll grab these 2. Yeah, it's the only one I haven't looked up, so I'm like... Not that it would matter that much, but I'm like, I'm really tempted to like see how you're actually supposed to do it, to see if there's something that I'm missing. Because the video I just watched was with Mario, so I don't know if that's, Nope, sure enough. Wow. But yeah, I can't believe I didn't consider a triple jump. I feel stupid, like, not having thought of that either. Also, this first one is literally at the start, which is nice. They probably... No, it's not right at the start. Never mind. I forgot which one you started with. Missing one here would be kind of a pain in the butt, though. But yeah, I don't know if I said already, but Space Cowboy, yeah, I'll keep you posted. I just... It's not like this video is going to be like this grand, ambitious project. It's just becoming more... I'm like delving into topics in it that like I didn't expect to be, and so it's like kind of complicating the planning process. Also, I like how Luigi's ghost was just waddling around for no reason. It's pretty funny. Oh, what the? Why am I slipping? Why did I slide down that like a wall? It's weird. Anyway. Alright. So I don't even need to fight this guy, thankfully. At least yeah. That'll be doable with a backflip. Easy work, and then... There was no inkling that there was one prior to that. Well, I guess, yeah, we'll just see if that's number 1 or not. It probably is. I don't see how it wouldn't be. Almost there, though. It is a little strange that the Hungry Luma Galaxy is, like, furthest in. Whereas, like, this would kind of seem more... I know there's still, like, Grandmaster Galaxy or whatever it's called, but, like, this seems more final to me than the other one. Also, I gotta be careful to not accidentally hit star number 1 as I'm fighting the mole boss, but that shouldn't be that bad. Boot up. Honestly, this theme is kind of chill. It's sort of a shame that you only hear it for such a short span of time. Damn, I thought I could maybe make it back in time to hit the green, but that was probably pretty much as good as it's gonna get on that. Like, maybe it's worth it to wait till right now to go do it, but he does the green... He does the green immediately here anyway. Nice. Yeah, so now we have to fight Molman. I don't think it'll be too hard to avoid, accidentally getting that star. Because you kind of have to, like, backflip. Like, you have to gain quite a bit of height to actually do that. You know what, this boss kind of reminds me of King Boom Boo from SA2. A little bit. Just in the manner of, like chasing him down and hitting him while he's running away sort of deal. Also, this is number 2, right? Can I pause? Yeah. It's not like off the edge of the arena or something, right? No, it is. Wait, we don't even have to fight this guy. Hold on. Nice. Yeah, so they knew. They knew that making you play through, like, all of this again multiple times would be a bit much. Got another 1,000. Put that straight in the bank. Alright. Just 2 green stars left until the final galaxy. And one of them is right there. All we gotta do... Oh, that doesn't actually work. If I do it from here, does it work? Yeah. Nice. See, now that Stone Cyclone Green Star, that's gonna be one that I definitely don't forget. I'm coming back to this game. Like, it's gonna be pretty easy to remember, oh, just triple jump. Oh, we got Cosmic Clones, okay. And I gotta also just, like, keep an ear out for... I gotta keep an ear out for the Green Star. I don't hear anything yet. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Yeah, I don't hear anything. I mean, I guess because these guys despawn once you reach the goal, I could just go shatter the crystal containing the star. Oh, but I think I mean, that might be the regular star, granted. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. But, like, it is a possibility if I want to take my time and look around. I just go destroy the crystal, therefore destroying the cosmic clones, and then... That was kind of clutch. What the... Oh, there it is. Okay. I could have pulled back to the blue wall and wall jumped off it if I needed to, as a failsafe. Unfortunately. And look at that. Never before done for me. Yeah, Comet Medal. Got it. Wow. It's like, gotta get the Comet Medal, gotta get the Standard Star, and then there's a one last green. The ultimate test, indeed. Oh boy. I must have seen clips of this galaxy at some point, but I... Oh, and they're using, like, the best song as well. Oh, I got greedy for no reason. I don't need to get I should not get fancy with it on this, because I never played it before. Proceeds to get fancy with it. The dangerous thing is, like, if you... yeah, I guess the danger is, accidentally hitting one of the Goombas with Yoshi as opposed to one of the grapple points. I want to make sure I don't miss the comet medal, obviously. Got checkpoints, at least. I don't think 3D World's last level had checkpoints. There's a 1-up. We take those. Yeah, I guess because here, game overing would matter. That first part wasn't really that bad, though. It's really just, do you know how to backflip this section? I'm just a little wary of the comet medal. We have 2 clouds to spare, which is pretty cool. What the hell? Oh, that's their range. I was like... Shit. I don't know how I fucking did that, but we take those, I'm gonna die anyway. Does that get me anything? Okay, I guess not. I wasn't sure if that was gonna, like, do something or not. Maybe that's how you do the green star? No sign of the comet medal so far. Ah. Well, we got a checkpoint anyway, so that's fine. It's kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's consistent to have a comet medal, but at the same time, there's no comet here, though, right? Nice. There's the comet medal. Shit. I kind of just long jumped to face first into a hammer, so that's my own fault, but... least I know I haven't passed up on the Comet Medal. That's convenient. I could have totally gone. It's fine. I might just kill these guys as I go. Even though I don't, like, need to, it kind of, like, prevents me from getting distracted by them, even when they're not in my line of danger. Line of danger, that's the right term, isn't it? Alright, that's much better. I almost totally just ate shit for no reason. We drift back. Yeah, I'm killing this one. Oh, maybe I mean, I probably only have to kill the boomerang guys, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. Oh, that's it. Okay. Cool. I don't know, I feel like it's hard to be too critical because this is the first iteration of this kind of thing. Like 3D Worlds is way harder. Which makes sense, right? But yeah, I don't know, like, still cool that that's a thing. Like, you actually get a real level as opposed to Galaxy 1's bonus, like, star or stars. Wait, is there a green star for this one? Yeah, there's no crown. So am I supposed to... Oh, you know what? Gustavo is saying it's tricky to get this one to spawn in. Which now makes sense to me. There we go. Okay. So that other gecko code, like, kind of bricked the game for some reason. But let's see if this works. Yeah, okay, sweet. So what I should even be able to do... Even though it'd be nice to have these extra lives, I should be able to, like, save and quit, disable this code, and then never touch it again. So we'll do that real quick. Bum, bum, ba, 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 disable that. Yeah. I don't know if I would ever, There's one to enable Grandmaster Galaxy on any of the 3 saves. Like, I guess if you wanted to do it without doing green stars, then, like, I suppose... That's, like, fair enough. Like, maybe there will be some day where I just want to do the standard campaign in Grandmaster and call it. Yeah, so, like, you still have... Yeah, you still have 9999, so we take those... I did disable the code, though. So I could dispose of these... It doesn't really matter, because it's only in Starship Mario. It should be. So... Yeah, and there's the comet. Not that I was going to be shooting star bits in the regular level anyway, but yeah. It's so weird to get getting the comet notification without it being a green. I feel like this section is going to be the biggest pain in the ass. That's why they're showing it too. Yeah, this is going to be something. I'm ass. I got too greedy with the range of Yoshi. But yeah, no checkpoint, so I don't have to worry about game overing either. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm ass. That would have killed me anyway, without... Like, that's the thing with this section in particular, it's like, well... This section is same difference, except it is different because it's these guys, not the Goombas. I'm actually bad. Alright, I just gotta play it patiently. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing, like, very... unnecessarily risky. Wait a second. Wait a second. I can take my friend with me? Also, they know what's up. Putting Gusty Garden here? Come on now. Da 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 dun dun dun. Oh, goodbye, Yoshi. It doesn't wave at you. I want my money back. From all those years ago. Okay, I'm glad that didn't count as, like, killing the cloud. Yeah, can we not do this? Thank you. I should have maybe tried to save all my clouds, but 2 is still pretty good. I got the good egg. Okay. Okay. That was unnecessarily risky. Oh my god. I was gonna fucking scream if that didn't land, dude. I'm so ass. Yes, sir. And this is specifically the comment where you have to do it on one hit with no checkpoints. Which kind of becomes like the standard, well, maybe not one hit, but like the no checkpoints thing kind of becomes a standard with this sort of bonus level going forward in the 3D Marios. No, it is cool, cause like this was, I'm pretty sure this is the first iteration of that, because like 64 and Sunshine, it was just kind of like you fight the final boss and you go clean up whatever was left. There wasn't like new stuff to unlock really. And then in Galaxy 1, it was just run through the opening section, but get the purple coins, which is like not super exciting. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not messing with that section over there. I swear I was gonna be so pissed if, I'm actually bad for that. I hesitated, and that's my fault. I mean, it was my fault the previous time too, but that time felt a little bit less bad. But yeah, thankfully game over doesn't even matter because, there's no checkpoints. I'll get it down eventually. I mean, I did the 3D World one. Pretty sure I did the Odyssey one. Granted, like, Odyssey's moveset is more robust, so you have, like, more options and all that. Did he T-pose? He might have. It always gets a little funky when you're, like, in the middle of an action and you die in this game. Like, I got crushed while, I was in the middle of a spin, and it looked really jank earlier. That was like a weird route I took, but it worked. I love the cloud in this game. I almost ate shit, though. Bum, 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 bum. It is kind of generous of them to give you the cloud, though, because it does, like, I mean, it can be a hindrance, but, like, it helps with your jump height and length, which definitely makes some of this easier, and you're also kind of stuck with it, now that I think about it, because there's no way to get rid of the cloud without, taking damage, and obviously I can't take damage here without dying. That segment's not actually as hard as it looks. Not that it looks that bad, but... And yeah, I'm not even, like... Ah! Okay, we're chilling. And I just fucked it up. No! Fuck you, god damn it. Oh, god. I was so good. I feel like it's a waste. Or like a unnecessary risk to try to kill all the Hammer Brothers, but jeez. Maybe that last one I for sure should have gone for. But, I was worried about the boomerangs at the time, and then he fucking sniped me with a hammer. So I have to run back anyway, so... It's like, I don't want to make excuses, I mean, it's like my fault, but it's more just like... I keep getting sniped by hammers that, like, I don't see it until it's, like, about to hit me. Like, that's the thing. There's, like, so much going on screen already. Screw that up. Should be okay, though. Also, it's definitely possible to bring all 3 clouds this way. Because if you, like, land on one that you placed previously... I was going to fucking lose it if he hit me there. I have to, yeah, I'm like, I have to kill this motherfucker. What was the last section again? Let's go. 3D Worlds is still harder. What's up, Sam? Welcome back. Whew. That last section is stressful, man. I feel like it is maybe less risky to actually just pick off some of the Hammer Brothers on your way, especially because it seems like the spin can destroy hammers. I wouldn't risk going for that, but yeah. That's pretty devious. Well, I'll be. All your hard work has brought the Lady of the Shooting Stars right to your own. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that. She does let her weird little orb thing. And yeah. I guess that's all she wrote as far as Galaxy 2 is concerned. Awesome game. Awesome game. And, like, this combined with the first Galaxy do make for a, like, a great kind of back-to-back experience, I feel like. I mean, maybe not doing all that I did, unless you really feel like it, but I don't know that I would do, like, you know, the Mario and Luigi campaign of Galaxy 1 back-to-back, because it's literally just the same thing. Here, you know, the Green Stars can get a little tedious. There's, like, some that are like, okay, I'm kind of just playing through a little bit of the level, then restarting, then playing through that bit, and then a little bit further, and then, you know, the same for a third one. Most of the time, they're really not that bad, though, for a lot of the more open levels, I guess I would say. Like, Battle Belt was one of the ones where I was like, okay, this is, like, a little bit much, right? Like, there are cases for them not booting you out, I get it, from a design standpoint, but then there's, like, others where I'm like, well, you kind of could have done this without doing it, but for consistency's sake, I get it, too. And, for as stressful as that last level was just now on the Daredevil run, I do think that there is more difficult, like, pure platforming challenges, like, in 3D World, and, I don't know, I'd have to replay, like, Darker Side and Darkest Side of Odyssey, like, whatever the final gauntlet of that game is called, but I almost feel like 3D Worlds is probably the hardest one, maybe, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm really congested right now for some reason, but, yeah. With all that done, I will, not that it matters, because, like, it's just infinite star bits on the starship, it's like, who cares? Or, well, it's not infinite anymore because I disabled the code, but just fling these around or whatever. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing left to do in Galaxy 2. I mean, I love this game. I'd love an excuse to, like, keep playing it, but, you know, that's all there is.